got some balls on that tone there, haven't you?
Coffee fans outside.
Coffee summoned. Our jam summoned the coffees. We're here.
Yes, look, we've got a nice man that drives around in a van and does us some sort of knockoff Starbucks type thing. But
And our jam's so good it summoned him.
It summoned him, didn't he? But this is better than Starbucks because he pays taxes in the UK.
I've poured mine into a nice mug, so I feel a bit better about drinking it.
But have you poured yours into a proper cup?
Yeah, mate.
Ah.
Yeah, see?
Anyway, so hello.
Hi.
Hi. I'm the captain of this
I get
merry
really shy
ship.
doing these videos because it takes a while to kind of warm in. You feel a bit.
Does.
Sometimes
Can you put
you
your
get a
amp
bit
on
scared.
standby, maybe?
Oh, okay then.
Just.
I like the sort of gentle
That's
hum.
nice. You like the gentle hum in the background.
It's like-
Do you like white noise in the background? Is it like some babies sleep better with the Hoover on, don't they, or something?
I slept better in a car. My dad took me out for a drive in the car if I didn't sleep.
Really?
Now I sleep all the time anyway. At the
I could never sleep in our car because I could always hear the woman in the boot banging on the seats trying to get out. But
Is that your wife?
anyway, look.
Tenuous link brings us around 2.
I'm going to just sneak in this way just a smidgen if I can because I seem to have
Oh,
sort
look,
of
there's just regulation, distance. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, regulation distance. Imagine, Rob, that you were a preeminent guitar. Is preeminent, is that the right word? Like a good guitar player.
Don't I say again?
Guitar player from the 60s.
Okay.
And you had a sort of a 50s or a 60s Strat that you liked. But you just thought, I need to hot rod this up. I need to sort of fatten it up. I need to improve it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in a time machine. I'm going to go forward to 2015.
Give it to Pablo.
I'm going to see what those dudes are doing to their guitars now. I'm going to mod it all up, and then I'm going to go back to the 1960s.
Oh, that's what these are?
Just be awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
So I have a
So where's
50s...
where's the Floyd Rose?
Exactly. So I have a 50s inspired Strat here, and Rob has a 60s inspired Strat, and these are part of the Fender Vintage Hot Rod series. So some of the features that are identical on the two guitars is these are American made to a very high standard with nitrocellulose lacquers on the guitars. Now, I'm not going to spend too long talking about nitro, but that's the expensive lacquer as opposed to the sort of polyurethane lacquers that are much quicker. So these are the sort of authentic 50s and 60s style lacquers, the ones that wear off really nicely. They are
Superbly made.
Superbly made.
Yeah. Instant pickup, instant win. You love them straight away. They sound great.
So I have an ash body. I believe this is ash as well. The 50s one we have in stock in this colour, and also an extremely cool for that sort of period Fiesta red one, which by the power of magic will appear on your screen before it. Now, Rob's is the Olympic white with the tortoiseshell garb, which is very cool as well. Rob has a rosewood board with a C-shaped neck, and I have a maple neck, one-piece maple neck with a sort of a slightly fatter D shape. And I can confirm, being the proud owner of a 54 reissue Strat, that this is a little bit chunkier than you'd expect from a modern C shape.
You like a bit of chunk in your junk, don't you?
I love a bit of chunk in my junk.
In the trunk.
What else have we got that's authentic sort of, period? So we've got the old-fashioned styly machine heads. We have got custom shop pickups from that era. So again, they are, if you look in the spec on our website, you'll see there are pickups that are from, say, 56 or 59, things like that, all custom shop wound.
Now, with these new cameras, we can just go up to the cameras and show them. So you can go to yours, I go to mine. Look, here's mine.
Look, here's mine.
I think mine looks better.
I'm going to flip it.
Flip it over.
Flip reverse.
Look at
Come
that.
back a bit so you can't see it fully.
Yeah.
We're going to edit this simultaneously. Split screen action.
Split screen action, bro. I like this. This is a new thing we can do.
Super shiny. So I have a single ply scratch plate. Rob has a 3-ply scratch plate. So that's
mine's
kind
better
of
then.
Yeah, that's kind of all the stuff that's sort of authentic. So the new stuff is we have the 2-point synchronized trem system, which is a little bit more free wobbling than a vintage style one. We have 5-way blades on our guitars, pretty common.
Well, I couldn't count them. 2, 3, 4,
7.
I can confirm it's
11, 5. We have S1 switching, so some of the positions on your 5-way blade will do things that you're not familiar with.
Should we do that now?
Well, if you want to.
So what I'm familiar with an S1 switch doing is in the middle position everything's on.
That's correct.
So here's
Sounds great.
an amplifier. Is that reversed?
I'm not sure. No, it's not reversed. But the it's the first 3 positions, or or is it the last 3? I never remember which one's number.
Oh man,
one.
we don't know.
Number 1, I think, is the bridge, isn't it? Normally, so it's the sort of it's essentially this one, and this one. Each have a different kind of S1 setting. If
Oh,
you
okay.
like.
Well, let's
So-
put them in. So neck pickup without S1. That sounds great, doesn't it?
Naughty.
In with the switch. It's a bit crisper.
Yeah, go to our website to see exactly what magic is happening there, but it's doing something.
Second position without the S1 switch. Oh, sorry. I was overzealous or excited with my fingers. Second position. In with the switch. Middle position without the S1 switch. With the switch. Overall seems brighter with the switch in.
Yeah. So other mods that we've got here is, so both of these guitars have a modern 9.5-inch radius, which I like that mod. So you haven't got that heavy kind of curve on the fretboard. So playing anywhere up sort of 12th fret and beyond. That's another name for a band, isn't it? 12th fret and beyond.
It is.
Is comfortable, and you can do string bends without choking the strings off, stuff like that. And both guitars have been refretted, if you, obviously not literally, but don't have the skinny frets on. So they have medium jumbo frets.
So it probably
them.
shreds.
Well, you can give it a go at shredding if you want to. I'm gonna have
see
some
what
coffee
happens.
while you do that.
How's your coffee?
Oh, I forgot, it's not a coffee, is it? It's a hazelnut mocha. That is sweet. Oh.
A hazelnut hocker. Wow! I wasn't expecting that. It's really, really easy to play.
Yeah.
This is a bit of a dream guitar.
God, that's dirty, isn't it?
Yeah,
and he's
really.
putting more in.
Well, I just want to see what happens to it if you do.
Shades of Ingwe coming
Well,
out
it's
there.
beautiful to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, love the frets, love the height.
Cool. So look, you've heard a little jam. I'll do a quick tone run through on this because it's a little different sounding. Bright this guitar is, whether that's the maple board or the lacquered board.
That was very
or
Yoda.
whatever. What?
Bright this guitar
Bright
is.
this one guitar is. That's the only Yoda noise I can make.
Do it again.
Oh, I wondered what you were doing there.
Coffee can.
So here's my neck pickup. neck and middle. Middle pickup, I've got all the S1 stuff as well that Rob had, so I can do all that switching. Bridge and middle. Classic knack, good 50s kind of proper sounding Strat. We'll do that proper bottom end bit but without it sounding thin and horrid.
You know, more and more as I progress in age, and I'm going to be 40 this year.
No way!
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? But as I progress in age, I gas more and more for Fenders, PRS, and Gibson. And at the moment, I'm gassing for Fenders.
I've got a theory, and this is don't shoot me down here.
Everyone will now shoot you
My
down.
theory is that guitar gas is cyclical. So the first thing that happens when you want to play guitar is you don't want your dad's guitar, and your dad's got a Fender or a Gibson or something like that. So you don't want that. And that's natural because, you know, as you know, young people, we want to, you know, break away from our parents and be independent and everything. So you buy something that he doesn't own and would probably offend him as well. So you look at something, you know, pointy and sort of, you know, like...
A Warlock.
Yeah, like that sort of thing. And then you go through an experimental phase, you know, where you just kind of think, like, I don't want to be a sheep. I just don't want the same guitar everyone else has got. So I'll avoid, you know, Strats and Les Pauls and stuff, and I'll just try and find different things. And then you hit a certain age, 30, 35, maybe 35, 40, and you just go... just going to go and buy a Fender because there's something about it, or a Gibson or something. And then you go, oh man, these are the best guitars in the universe. No wonder everybody plays these guitars. And then you have become your dad. and so the cycle continues.
Oh, okay.
Forever.
That's interesting perspective from someone that owns a retail store.
Yeah, and someone who's 43 years old and now is a dad.
43?
I know, 43.
Wow.
I know. Just goes to show, doesn't it? Plastic surgery works. So anyway, so these come with lovely cases, all the sort of nice stuff you'd expect with an Americano guitar. And Andertons has some special offers on these guitars at the moment, so you can pick any one of these Strats or fine tellies that we're about to move on to for about £1,200 at the moment.
£1,200. You know, for me, it's all about those classic kind of break-up crunch tones.
Do you want to try this guitar, or are you going to stick with this guitar?
Well, let me just do a little bit more crunchy break-up tone. That's what I'm talking about.
Isn't it?
Let me have a little taste of that.
You know, it's a weird one. It's one of those, again, I'm sure we've talked about this before on camera, but it's that sort of hard to decide really. Is the reason that Fenders and Gibsons seem to be so perennially popular and just have some sort of magic? Is it because they are great guitars, Or was it just that the music that was written back in a time where they were pretty much the only guitars available was so great that people will just go, look, I don't really care that other brands have sort of pushed forward boundaries of quality and innovation and everything like that. I just want to sound like the guys that made music in the 50s and the 60s.
I think it was some happy accidents. I think the bolt-on neck gave it a bit more brightness. I think the hole here gives you an interesting resonance chamber. I think the springs inside the guitar make this interesting resonant thing happen as well. And I think it was a series of sort of ways of engineering something affordable.
It's just when you hear, when you hear like a Pete Townsend or a Dave Gilmour or Mark Knopfler or just guys who've played Strats and Strat style guitars for a long time.
Yeah.
And you just think, it's how do you? I mean, again, I don't even really know. I think it is more just the fact that their music was so great. And obviously, these were the products that we used to.
Yeah,
make
that really
music,
helps.
that it's almost like, look, why change anything?
Yeah. Well, because we love change.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's that's the.
That should be a T-shirt you sell.
It's
Lee. It's That sounds completely different. Yeah, this one for me is much harder to play. That one is a shredder.
Yeah, so this has got the fatter neck on it.
Yeah, it's great. It feels great, but it's sort of. It's more of that kind of a beast.
This has got the more forgiving neck on it, hasn't it? But for someone that's got into his Chappers recently, or in the last year or two, this is just checking. It's got 6 strings.
No, I like a bit of a higher action. Nowadays.
I see.
I'm used to playing on tour with really thick strings and quite a high action to get the bass response out of the guitar. Yeah. So anything that's set up with sort of skinny strings and a low action, I find a bit weird. But
anyway,
we digress vastly.
So these are the Strats. As I said, I believe this is the only colour that the 60s one is available in. But this, as I said, comes in a rather fetching Fiesta Red as well.
Fiesta!
So let's move on to the predecessor. Of course you can.
Yeah. Sweet.
It was.
I like the thing you've written.
Well, there we are. So if anybody would like to add a chorus and some lyrics and everything and pay me, 10% or whatever the royalties are, be my guest.
Maybe you should call it Be My Guest.
Be My Guest. Maybe we should. What was the other name we had?
Thunderclaw.
No, there was another one just as I was leaving the warehouse the other day, and I came up with another great name for a
Leaving
band.
the warehouse.
That was it. Leaving the warehouse.
Haven't you got a job going for someone in the warehouse? Mm-hmm. I saw that at the Andertons shop yesterday.
We've always got jobs here. We're constantly expanding at Andertons.
So if you're looking for a job in a warehouse...
I think it's andertons.co.uk/vacancies or something like that, and you'll see. So...
Right, these are beautiful.
These are beautiful.
Yeah.
These are beautiful. And again, in very much that same vein as we were talking about. So we've got a guitar that absolutely has its roots. In fact, probably no other Fender ever quite has its roots as deeply ingrained in kind of Fender folklore as the butterscotch kind of, 50s Telecaster with the black scratch plate.
I know, I've got one. It's lovely.
Absolutely, you have. And in fact, ironically, the modifications that you've done to yours are not dissimilar to what's been done to this.
It's exactly what I was going to say.
Sorry.
That's fine.
So again, you've got the chunker neck, so it's a D-shaped neck, but with jumbo frets on it, and a compound radius fretboard.
Yeah, and that's why all of a sudden it's really easy.
Did you manage to compound radius yours? Or
I had the fretboard radiused.
Wow.
Yeah. I got a telly, had lovely Gav and Andertons planed it. He just got a pen like that and sharpened it, and then
Is he like Bear Grylls, but for guitar? No, not Bear Grylls.
Elephant
Who's the other
shit.
guy? Ray Mears.
Shot a penguin.
He just came along and he got his penknife out, basically, made a little fire out of some wood chippings or whatever like that, carved a new fretboard, killed a bear, and then went, there you go, have your guitar back.
Warning, this story may or may not have happened. Colours may differ from those seen, batteries not included. Let's show the camera.
Shall I go into this one?
Yeah, look at that.
No, my guitar's too white, unfortunately. On camera, it's just going to blow. Oh no, if I do it at an angle like this, it looked quite sexy.
Yeah.
Woo!
Right.
So Rob's guitar has...
Is it mine now?
Well, not exactly. So obviously we've got a traditional bridge with the big brass saddles. It's an ash body, nitrocellulose lacquer. But obviously you've got the wide-ranging sort of humbucking pickup here.
Yes, and a 5-way.
And a 5-way.
Yeah.
God, I tell
Let's
you,
show
the
them
only
some
thing better
tones.
than a 3-way is a 5-way.
Well, I don't know, because... how would that work? So I've cleaned up my tone a little bit on the Silverback. And
you heard it here first.
Here's tone number 1. I'm gonna crystal clean it. Boom.
I just want to say again, and I don't know if you need a little bit of a tune-up, but this is again another great example with the right guitar of being able to get a very usable tone out of the bridge pickup. This on a lot of guitars, that bridge pickup is too fierce.
Well,
but this has a bell-like chime to it.
It does have a bell-like chime. That's a Telecaster, Lee.
It's a tone.
That's what tellies sound like.
It is.
Yes. Step up Wansome. Suddenly it's in the territory of wood.
So instead of having a single middle position, I think you've got the options of either the combination of the two pickups, either in series or parallel.
Yes.
So mimicking more of how a humbucker might sound versus how you might traditionally get a Fender guitar to sound with the two pickups sort of working against each other almost.
Yeah. So, second position sounds like this. That's great. Such a usable tone. One more. It's great, isn't it? It's fat. fast. It's got... Helped in part by this wondrous gravity plectrum. There's a moth.
Some sort of
It's going to help, I can't take the telly shred. We'll go one more. Now it's fat and juicy.
It's great.
It's asking for a little bit more game, but I'm not going to do it yet. Can't I give it a bit of crunchy?
I knew you couldn't resist.
It's just a great guitar that needs a bit of crunchy. Oh my word.
It's a great
That's
guitar.
why I used to tell you on a lot of the albums.
And how heavy is that? It's
I'm having
insanely
to
light.
resting my arm here,
Yeah.
so it doesn't just want to levitate away from
Insanely
me.
light. So anyway, enough about that guitar. Let's talk about this one. So this is a guitar that, again, how a Telecaster might have started out life in the 60s. Before somebody had brutally removed all the lacquer from the back of the neck, so it's got that kind of modern satiny kind of feel, given me a much flatter radius than perhaps this traditionally would have had. Ironically, I've kind of kept with the skinny frets on this particular model, so it's the only one of the four where I've got sort of the same kind of fret wire that would have been on an early guitar.
Why, Lee, those are some of the longest poles I've ever seen on a single coil.
Where are you talking about?
The middle.
Oh, here.
You got some very good
So
girth on them poles.
this is a twisted telly. This is a Texas Special, I think, in the middle here. But again, so that's the first and most obvious mod. So we've got 3 pickups here. We've also got S1 switching, and we've got a 5-way blade. We've got the big brass saddles.
Wait, let me put the camera on him.
So we just go through the tones. We've got a lot to go through here because we've got S1 switching. So we've got neck with no S1. Neck with S1. We've got position 2, so neck and middle with no S1. With S1.
Quick question for you, Lee.
Yes?
What's the fretboard made from?
Rosewood.
That's beautiful rosewood.
It is a lovely piece of rosewood.
Looks like little rivers.
Little Rivers of Rosewood.
Yeah.
There you go, another band name. Getting into proper territory, telly territory here.
Can you play any Danny Gatton?
No, funnily enough. So middle pickup with no S1. And with S1. And then when we get to position like these ones here, I don't think S1 does anything anymore, but we'll find out. Name me a band where you wouldn't be heard with that tone.
Yeah, that's
know.
true.
Motorhead, you might not be heard with that tone. So, you know, it's a C-shaped neck as well, so a real comfy feel for anybody used to playing a contemporary kind of or any real Telecaster from about 1980 onwards. Comes with, again, both come with really cute cases and all the sort of nice case candy you get with these kind of guitars. Vintage style machine heads. They're just great guitars. And again, both about £1,200 a pop. So we should just jam out and just give you some sweet tones, and then we've got to put them down and get on and review something else, because busy people. Busy.
We are busy people.
We are busy
But it's
people.
a great kind of busy.
Yeah.
And we thank you all for allowing us to be busy.
Yes, we should, shouldn't we?
Yes.
Shouldn't we?
Thank you.
Thank you. Right, you
Let me set up a second cool angle of both of us then, which is something we never do.
Which way around looks cooler? This way?
Well, I don't know, you can play like normal, and we can just cut between both cameras. Alright, what do you want to do?
Do you know what? I've left my flapjack in the freezer.
Man!
I know, I just wanted to leave it in the freezer just to get that little top layer of chocolate.
Top layer of cold.
Crispy, but I think I've got a feeling
should
I
have
may
got
have
a Kit Kat like
frozen
me.
my oats.
Okay, should have got a Kit Kat like me.
Just in case we didn't say goodbye.
Yeah, we're not sure if we did or not.
Well, I think we said thank you, but now we're saying thank you and goodbye because, you know, we got great manners.
Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you and goodbye. You might have to give me a massage at the end of the day.
You a bit sore?
This shoulder really doesn't like
Really?
sitting like this, yeah, at all.
You need to relax.
It's probably more down in the actual shoulder.
Yeah, you need to wear a strap with it. You are actually quite tense. There's a lot of muscle residual knottage.
Yeah, thanks.
You can feel that, can't you?
Yeah, I can feel that. It's good. It's good. It's beautiful. That is. You've got such firm hands, Rob. It's all British.